Yeah, well, I just need an entirely different life at this point, considering that I've been living the same life for a number of years now, only to see it regress. And considering that I am having to battle not just my dump situation, even my home situation. And it's just been, it's two things that I'm still struggling to, to resolve, as far as like, needing my permanent peace and obviously getting my own personal space at this point. And I'm pushing it even further now to where, not this past Sunday, but the last Sunday, I was asking around for help, right? So I'm getting that started, and now I just gotta, excuse me, now I just gotta do the research. How do I do this? How do I do that? Based on, I'm going off of Amanda's email, her first response when she gave me the 7 tips. Her information is very informative and very detailed, that I think she will be, as well as Marianne, both of those guys will be my go-to people when it comes to my home situation. Now, obviously, for my job situation, Nathan has been my go-to guy in terms of how to improve my job interviews and what have you. But and by the way, I haven't even applied to a single job this morning. I was supposed to continue this routine of going for 25, but yesterday I went with my third straight 20 job applications. But I'm trying to really go for 25, and it hasn't really been much of the case. So I already kind of explained the breakdown in a video last week, and I just think that I just got to keep pushing that. And I think one thing to know as well is just noting the skills that I've to add to my resume that are non-graphic design that I'm capable of doing. So as I go on these main sites like Indeed and Glassdoor, ZipRecruiter, even though I make that like my last resort site, or more like LinkedIn, there are some skill sets that I gotta know, that I can add, that I'm capable of, that are not necessarily graphic design. For example, there's some skills that were required or were recommended every time I would apply for, a certain position that is not, graphic design. For example, like a librarian, or, a store associate, a warehouse worker, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, where I will find the skills, I will note them down and then add to my resume. I'm at the point where I'm just not going to change the layout anymore, because it's there's really nothing I can add. I'm only learning so much in my dump that I might as well just be a dishwasher at this point. Something that Chris and Jeff used to work at, and that Jeff used to complain about, right? I'd much rather do that than to be in this dump doing nothing, when instead I'm just been thinking and on my phone a whole lot, blowing up everybody's phones. No, just kidding. So look, man, as this topic right here is, I'm really just trying to find a change of scenery to where, I just need it's time, dude. Like, I can feel it too, every single day, both at home and in my dump. I can just feel it. It's really time for a change in scenery for me. And as I continue to go out more often, I'm at the point where I just really need to push this, because I'm not about to sit here and continue on, for the rest of the year, just having the same stale life. And I get that Marianne told me that, to move out is a natural response. Well, you know what? I'm not going to back down from it. I'm not like, all the steps I've been given from that email by Amanda, I gotta take it seriously, man, because this is what I signed up for, and I talked about that last week. I just need a different life entirely, a change in scenery at this point. It's time, dude. I'm like, I just need to really push this. I can't just be relying on people that, even the guys I hang out with, no disrespect to guys like Eugene and Russ and Boss and Carlos, that, they don't have the moving out experience that, guys like Julio and Tristan and Robbie have. And even Andrew too. You know what I'm saying? Moving out like on their own. I mean, so, it's just, I'm at the point where I just need to do the same thing, just being on my own, because I need it. I'm long overdue for that. Originally, it was just going to be a new job, but because I'm still there in that dump, hence why I'm having more problems. And now, look what happened on the night of January 9th. My goodness. To this day, things have still not gotten better. So I don't know what else to say at this point. I need to really just get on with these get it going with these two plans. I really just need a change of scenery, both work environment and my personal life environment, dude. It's too much of a pain for me to deal with this every single day, at home and at work, and where I'm going to right now. It doesn't get any better. I feel like a nobody over there in my dump. I already feel like a nobody in general, just even more so than I was prior to that January 9th incident, dude. It just sucks. Like, and considering the predictable status of that dump, where it's always so slow, like, that dump is just not generating enough revenue anymore. And you still have like people there that has anyone even left yet? I haven't seen anyone leave since Bianca. Let's be real. Bianca was the last person who left. Well, more like got fired, but but like the last person, like, I'm talking about the people who have been here long enough. I haven't seen anyone leave yet. I haven't seen anyone leave, and I'm trying to be the next one to leave. So I can just stop dealing with like all these same people, the same people that just don't give a damn. Like, I'm getting, like, for the fact that I'm in there, at my desk on the day of my birthday. Yeah, I got some birthday greetings, but it's just it's not the same as it was like years ago when I had my birthday decorations. I didn't get I didn't get as many birthday greetings. I didn't get like that that widespread birthday shout outs that I had in the past, dude. Fucking Dylan didn't tell me happy birthday, right? Some of the other guys over there still didn't tell me shit either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, dude. Like I'm at the point where the longer I have this life, the more stale it's gonna be, and the more it's gonna regress. Like, things are just getting worse, dude. It's getting worse and worse every time, and it's showing further and further each year, going back to 2024. Or more like 2023, and now I'm just really feeling like I can't be any like I can't find myself anymore. I'm sitting there in that dump, just trying to get through the day, like everybody else is, with how slow it's been after the, you know, in the second half of the day. It's a brain fryer, dude. So yeah, I really need to just really push this new scenery, because I don't want anything to worsen in my life. I already have too much drama, all right? Way too much drama. Like, for Dewey to go out at me like that, I've never seen that happen with him before. Like, I know we've had our misunderstandings when it comes to planning and all of that, but to see him this pissed off at me, you know, that just goes to further show that I think, like, you know, I better not worsen the fallout of our friendship. I mean, I get what he's saying, but it is what it is. You know, the fact of the matter is, he's been done with me, all right? And, you know, it's just more drama left and right. I don't want to have any more drama like that. I'm already feeling uncomfortable. I'm already in too much pain. So I'm going to leave it at that, dude. Yeah, I really need to change the scenery, period. I can't just have the same scenery over and over, you know. I just want to find my happiness again. I want to find my peace, and I got to go with the right people to help me to get where I'm at. So I'm going to leave it at that. Peace out, y'all. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.